All right, we are back. Hey, everybody, welcome back to Satisfactory. When we left off, we started our floating factory in the sky, got our power set up there, and it's time to start building some production. So first things first, we're going to extend the factory out. I think we're going to build an L to the left and over here towards this area. And we're going to want to set up at least one vertical iron production scenario. So I think we'll start by, let's go ahead and build an equipment workshop, get ourselves a miner, and get some ore floating up into the sky here. All right, so we got a pure node here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this chunk of iron ore. Hey, Radix, welcome back, buddy. All right, let's get a Mark 1 miner on here. And let's get like a Mark 2 lift if we can. Let's get this connected and get it up as high into the sky as we can. We're going to need 48 reinforced iron plates to do this, so let's get started on that. We're also going to need a lot of iron plates and concrete to expand our setup up there. So let's get some stuff, right? Let's grab some concrete. Let's see. I should have a little teeny tiny bit of iron ore that I don't want. What is this? Copper ore. Let's get rid of that. Let's grab what concrete we have. Let's grab some metal plates, some screws. We'll make some reinforced iron plates and we'll get started. I'm not sure exactly how high we need the miner to go, but for now, we'll build the biggest one we can. We're going to need like a ton of iron plates here, so I'm just going to make all 97 that I can right now. How fast I was. Yeah, I just went to the local coffee shop. I got a croissant and a latte. Enjoyed a leisurely breakfast over there. I read some webcomics. I'm reading this Korean webcomic called Eliseed. It's like a battle manga kind of a deal. I guess it's a manhwa technically because it's from Korea, not Japan. But it's about this kid who finds out he's something called an awakener, and it's like superpowered individuals, and his specialty is speed. And he gets hooked up with this like wild card, kind of like one of the strongest awakeners in the world. This guy named Caden Brake, and Caden takes him under his wing and starts training him, and he has all these trials and tribulations. Lots of like bully style villains who are like, I will defeat you, and then he beats them in a really cool battle sequence, and they're like, impossible! How? You've only been an awakener for a year. How can you be this fast? That kind of a thing. Anyway, it's good. The food was good. Yes, it was a good croissant, and it was a very nice. I go to a place called Blue Bottle. They make really good coffee, and I got a sweet latte. So they put like agave syrup in with skim milk and espresso, and it's just delightful. It's delightful. I had a 12 ounce. Anyway, so right now, the first thing I'm going to do is try and get some iron ore up to the new factory, the factory in the sky, the big platform where I have everything kind of organized. Yeah, it's a really good story. The guy previously did another comic that I read. I forget what it was called, but it was about a vampire who woke up after 1,000 years and met a bunch of Korean school kids and became friends with them and protected them from, like, as soon as he woke up, like, Korea became a battleground for all these ancient vampires and stuff. I forget what that one was called, but anyway, I read that whole thing. He wrapped that up about 3 years ago and started Eliseed, and I'm really enjoying it. It's quite good. Do you read any comics, Radix? Either American comics, like Western comics, like Marvel, DC, or maybe Japanese manga or something like that? I'm curious. I read books too. I'm big on fantasy and science fiction, but lately I've been a manga kick. Gotta sit here and wait for all this to finish. So we might as well chat. Oh, well, it looks like I've only got a few left. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have a handful of reinforced iron plates to work with. Now, the problem is I also need regular iron plates, and I don't have a lot of those. We got a few over here by now. 58. Okay. That's not a lot. unfortunately. All right, so we are going to need power at this thing, but I want to connect it to the power in the sky, so we're not going to power it up yet. First thing we're going to do is build up to the sky with a vertical lift so that we can kind of target our location for building out the concrete. All right, so let's get you up in the sky as high as you can get. And then let's climb up and see if we can connect up. I am going to need more iron plates, though. And how, right? I might even have to make some by hand, I guess. Well, let's get up there and see what we can do. Right now, everything's a little slowed down by my inability to go anywhere without... Like, I can't jump or climb very much. I guess I could build a ramp over here to speed things up, to get up to this. Where is my onboard for this? Here we go. You know what else I need, actually? I need some wood. I need wooden leaves, so I might as well clear this a little bit. Get a little bit of wood from grabbing, and then we can cut stuff down, too. I don't want to fall to my doom. I can always use more leaves and wood for the biomass power setup. Nope. Oh, that's not great. I cannot quite... There we go. Okay. Get her done! Absolutely, buddy. We're going to be building a lot of stuff this session. Did you finish the book? I know it's ongoing. I'm on like episode like 280 something of the manga, and there's like probably 20 or 30 more before I catch up to the current latest release. But the story's not done yet, so it's going to be probably be another year before he wraps it up. It's one of those mangas that I kind of read up till whatever's been released, and then I come back 6 months later and read a bunch more chapters. As for a car, you can build vehicles in this game, but they're much later in the tier tree. I haven't unlocked them yet, and they require technology that I haven't unlocked and stuff. All right, we'll do a couple more trees and then we'll go. Gotta strip the place bare, right? Let me get you. Okay, we're good there, I think. What are you? Oh, there's bauxite here. No, there's just a little chunk of bauxite. There's not actually a node. Let's see, can I get up on here? I can't. Okay, up we go. There's a rover, I think is the first one you get. It's like a little sand buggy type vehicle, and then there's a big truck. I think there's something else too. There's like you get jump leg, you get like leg things you can put on that get you a big jump. There's a jetpack. There's lots of stuff. All right, so let's head over in the direction of the pure node. It's over there. It looks like we're way too high up here. We're gonna need to go even higher over there. But for now, let me switch to zoop mode. Let's get over in the right direction at least. Where are we close enough? Feels like this is pretty good. Let's head over there. Now we're gonna need to build a temporary platform for ourselves to hook up a second connection here. So we're gonna need to get lower. Yeah, we need to get another one of those to get the iron ore up. So why don't I do something like this, like a temporary build like this. and go down. Actually, this isn't terrible. This would be another way for me to get up. Let's see. So, where are we? We're right around here-ish. Is that too high or what? I'm missing iron plates again. Okay, so I'm out of iron plates, unfortunately. I can't get over there. So we need to get over here, put a platform underneath that, and then get a second link in this vertical lift to get up to the factory level. Can I get down from here? I think yeah, I can survive this. I can't get back up here, but I can get down. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to dump out my leaves and wood. That's all right. We can do it later. Is that survivable? I think so. Yeah. Okay. Took a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Get some more concrete going, and we can go get some more iron plates. Okay. No, I don't need screws. How am I for screws here? I probably don't need that pair. We got 120 here. That's not nothing. We'll head back up. You turned into a forester. How big is the map? All right, so the area that we've been in is this little bit here. And like this whole thing is the map. It's a very big map. I think there's 46 different biomes. And the biome I chose as the starter biome here is called the Northern Forest, but that's one of 46. All right, so I'm going to start here by dumping out my leaves and wood. There's a key to holster. What is the holster key? Holster H. Yeah, I can just holster it and run with both hands. Okay, cool. All right, you're out of wood, so let's get you the wood you need. And then we'll throw some more leaves in here. Yeah, we're fine on leaves. We do need more wood. Wood is harder to come by than leaves, but that's okay. Everything's still powered on. We should be seeing massive amounts of solid biofuel in these guys. Yeah, 188. So this is going to be running for a good long while. Right, now we can head back over here and continue what we were doing for a bit. H? Yeah, thanks, Michael. Good tip. So the map is huge. There's lots of different biomes. Like you can see over there, there's another biome. That's some sort of desert area. Over there, we've got these purple like mushrooms starting. So there's like another area there to the north. Yeah, it's a very large map. Like you can get over to those mountains for sure with the arches and stuff. There's red rock deserts over there. It's enormous. Okay, let's see if we can make this happen. So we're gonna come over here. This might be a little bit on the low side. Now, I can't remember. Can I connect a second lift directly here? Or do I have to... I can't quite remember how this works. I think I can connect it. Yeah, I can. I can connect it directly, and then we got to figure out how high up we want to go. All right, so let me hold that there for a moment. And let's bring it up wherever it needs to be. Feels like something like that, maybe? Let's start building over towards it. So it's a little bit off. Let's do that one more time. Conveyor lift Mark II. We'll connect you there. We'll bring you up to this. And we'll point you that way. One more? No, I think that's okay. All right, so now we have access to iron ore up here. Let's go ahead and make sure we can pull this out. Okay, we can. There we go. All right, so we're gonna have iron ore. The next problem is gonna be connecting to the power. So I don't know if we can connect all the way up here. We can? Damn, that's crazy. Okay. So I don't actually want to be connected to that. That's actually a mistake. Let me get rid of this. We do need a way to get power down to the miner. So let's see if we can connect to the miner directly and bring it up to a power pole. So I'll connect to that and we'll bring this up and see if we can make this work. It's kind of nice that wires can clip through stuff. It's not great for aesthetics, but it's kind of nice that you can make it happen. Looks like we're going to be okay here. All right, so we're going to send power down to the miner through that. Maybe something like that. And then we'll have access to the iron ore here. From right around there. Okay, so the iron ore will come up. Now this is, hold on, that's a Mark II. So I need to change this actually to a Mark IV belt. Or a Mark II belt. There we go, okay. So Mark II belts can get you 120 items per minute, which is going to power quite a lot of stuff. So now we need to start building out an area for this stuff to be used. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so we're 9 wide here. Let me get rid of some of this extra stuff that I don't need anymore. Looks good. Okay. 9 wide. Maybe we'll make it 11 wide, actually. We'll go nice and wide here so we can split things up. Well, let me just not go too crazy right now. So stuff like this is where blueprints is going to come in handy later. We can build like a 10 by 10 grid in the blueprint or something and just kind of lay out a lot more stuff a lot more easily. So we're going to start producing things up here. We're going to connect this wire, this power tower to the power over there, and we're going to start mass producing reinforced iron plates up here, amongst other things. One other thing I need to do is figure out where do I want kind of like my hub to be up here, and where do I want my kind of like row of containers of stuff to be. But this is a good amount of space to work with. So let's figure out what we want to do once we turn this on. I'm out of iron plates. Okay, so I need to make my way down. But we're gonna have power, and we're gonna have iron ore here from a pure node. So we're gonna have 120 iron ore per minute. We're gonna split this into smelters and then put the smelters into production. So the first thing I need to do is get more plates. Can you have a plane? No, you can't really fly. Yeah, there is a parachute. Is there a hang glider? I don't remember the hang glider. I did a lot of work on roads in my last playthrough. In fact, one of the biggest videos I have on my channel was a video I did about easy curved roads using blueprints. I made that video shortly after Update 7 release, which was the blueprint update. And I figured out how you could make road blueprints that had curves in them and use templates to just build roads with very attractive curves very easily. So I think, yeah, we go into smelters up there, and then we go into all the iron stuff: plates, rods, screws, and reinforced plates. So that's definitely what we want to do up there. I do need more wood. Let me grab a few more trees here real quick. Hey, doggo. Just start clear cutting the whole forest. There's no dearth of trees. I've already gotten this thing. It's just that, like, you have to go further and further from your base camp to find them once you cut them all down. I guess Linsenmeyer said the trees grow back after a certain amount of time. I don't remember that happening in previous playthroughs, but I'm sure he's right. You need something to go faster? Yeah, it's a ways off. I mean, part of the game is building your way up to more and more convenience and automation so that you don't have to do all this work that you're doing in the early game. But the nature of the game is that they make you do it first, the hard way, so that it feels like a reward when you automate it and you don't have to do that anymore. Alexander, welcome back to the channel. Good to see you again. I'm sorry you missed the finale of Astrobot, but you can be here for this stream where we cut down trees. This is the tree cutting game. You keep farming the same area, so they do regrow, huh? Okay, well that's good to know. I need a bunch of wood up there for sure. Am I getting 66 wood, 53 wood, so 50, like roughly 50 wood per tree. Sound effect gets a little annoying after a while, huh? So what do we have, Alexander, is in the early game, you need electricity to power all your factory machines. And so early game, the only source of fuel you have is wood and leaves. Now we do have, oh, there's a power slug. I need to grab that. We do have a production line set up to process this stuff. So first we turn it all into biomass, and then we go from biomass to biofuel, which is, so we're being very efficient with our trees and wood at the moment, but we still need a lot of it. I'm gonna grab this power slug since I found it. Cut down a few more trees. You know what? I think we're good on trees right now. Let's head back to the hub. I needed to burn some time anyway because I'm waiting for iron plates to produce. So this was a good use of my time to go get some wood. And we can grab some leaves and stuff along the way as well. I'm just holding down the E key and running through foliage to gather it up. You get a little bit of wood from plants, not as much as from cutting trees, but we can turn both both wood and leaves into biofuel for our electricity plant. So let's see, where do I want to go? I want to get down here. I've gone too high. There is falling damage in the game, so you got to be careful. Oh, you're a poison spewer, aren't you? I need to avoid you. Oh yeah. Are you guys protecting something though? Okay, I need to get out of here. Not great, not great. Yeah. Usually when you see those guys, they're protecting something, either a summer sloop or a Mercer sphere. Looks like there's a blue slug over there. So I can actually run through them. One thing I haven't found anywhere in the Northern Forest yet is healing items. I haven't found any blueberries at all. Anyway, once these guys settle down and the poison cloud disperses, I can get past them. I can sprint past them safely, I think, and get that blue power slug. All right, let's do it. Okay, I might have to fall here to get away from the poison. We took a little bit more damage, but we got the slug. Got the slug, baby. Yeah, that's a good tip if you're ever playing this game. Whenever you see like collections of enemies, whether they're stationary poison plants like that or like the lions or the warthogs, Whenever you see them, they're usually protecting something. And it's usually a power slug, a Mercer Sphere, or a summer sloop. Tree cutting simulator. Yeah, exactly. Is it me, or if I walk through bushes, my pixels downgrade? Yeah, I mean, it's probably... I'm encoding at a very high rate, but it's still streaming, you know. So you could be getting some pixelation on the stream when I go through bushes. It's at a very high frame rate on my system. I think we're running at 60 frames per second here. But, all right, let me get all the metal plates because I need those. But, you know, the stream is what the stream is. All right, what did I need those plates for? I can't quite remember. I guess I ran out of plates to build foundation. So now we got to get back up there and start putting down smelters and other production lines. That creature, the big, tall black creature is a, I forget what it's called, but it's a bouncy, friendly, like, herbivore. It's like a giant bouncy cow guy, like a tall cow. I don't know where he went. I know the guy you're talking about, though. He's a friend. He's a very friendly guy. I think I have a short on my channel somewhere where I trapped one of them on, like, a bounce pad, and he was bouncing up and down. He got, like, trapped. It was pretty funny. All right, yeah, I needed more resources here for sure. This is going to be like a big thing until we get to infinite power resources like oil or coal. Okay. So wait, why are you yellow? You should not be yellow. Oh, you're backed up? You're backed up. So yeah. You were right, Michael. I could make even more burners for solid biofuel here. 8's probably enough for now. We'll leave it as is, but it seems like this setup could support more because they're completely full. Then again, we're not actually drawing power, so they're not burning that fast. I'm pretty sure when you don't draw the power, it doesn't burn things as quickly. All right, so first things first. Smelters. A smelter making iron ingots consumes 30 iron ore per minute, and we've got 120 coming up. So we can support 4 smelters. Let's do that first. All right, so we're going to have our splitters here. And then we're going to want 4 smelters, right? So we want something like... we want it kind of... yeah, we want it kind of like there, on the middle. I guess they're pretty compact. So I want this centered. Does that work? No, that's not quite right. So we can leave a little space between them, it looks like. And then we'll go... so we could go here with 1 space. We can go here with 1 space. That looks like it's going to be fine. So... we'll do... now we'll do our splitters. So we want 1 splitter here-ish. Coming in from the left. 1 splitter here. No, that's not going to work. Let's see, how do I want to do this? We'll have it come in from the back. Yeah, that'll work. So at this point, 30 ore per minute is what we want, so we can use a Mark 1 belt. So we'll go from here to here. And then from here to here. And then we need one more splitter to feed these two. So... hang on. Yeah, somewhere in the middle here. Like that. Does that work? No, it needs to be further back, I think. And then we... nope, that's not going to work either. All right, it needs to be... even further back than that, I think, to work. So let's push it back as far as it'll go. See if we can make... okay, that'll work. And that'll work. Okay, there we go. So now we just feed the iron ore in. Okay, it's a little awkward, but it should get us going here. Yeah, that looks fine. So we're gonna have 4 smelters making iron ingots, right? Okay, so let me configure you to be iron ingot, and then Control C and Control V, Control V, Control V. These should all be on iron ingots now. Very nice. Okay, so we're gonna have 4 iron ingots available. Okay, so next we need to do power. Let's get up on top of these bad boys. So for every pole right now, I can have 2 machines, and then I need a connection to another pole and a connection to the network. So like we can do 1 pole here. We connect this down to the miner, and then over to these 2 smelters. Oh, I've done something wrong here. Okay, and then you need to be connected to another pole, right? So let's connect you over here. Oh, hold on. So we'll take... What is going on with my little... there we go. Okay, so you come over here to this. And then you connect to these 2. Okay, and then you connect to another pole, which is going to head over to... let's put it on the edge over here and start working our way back over to the power, right? We'll come along this for now. So... let's just keep building this as we can. Until we connect up. Alright, and then... yeah, I guess we can come along here like this. So we'll grab this. Oh, I'm on the wrong... there we go. Grab this and bring it over to here. What am I out of? Wire's too long? Okay. That's fine. We'll head over in that direction, like this. That's fine. All right, let's connect you to here. Then we'll send you down this away. And get you hooked up to... we had an output power line somewhere. I feel like that's a fine place. And where was my output power line? I think it was there. Yeah, there we go. Let's connect you to this network. There we go. Okay, so now we should be drawing power, and yeah, we're drawing power. So now we're going to be producing iron ingots over here. Fantastic. And that miner should be sending up 120 iron ore per minute. Yeah, you can see over there. Is there... I can't remember. Is there a zoom key? Let me check in with you guys in the chat. Currently surrounded by nuts in the desert area. Good for you. Can you make an elevator to get to the top faster? No, but I can make I can eventually unlock a ladder and a better kind of ramp. Plus there's jump pads. There's jump pads you can use. Alexander says, the game is collecting resources to make a factory for what? So the lore of the game is that you are an employee of an intergalactic corporation called the Fix-It Company. And as an employee or a pioneer, your responsibility, it's your job to exploit resources. Ultimately, what we're going to do is build a space elevator. And we're going to ship resources up the space elevator into orbit where it can be picked up by, you know, interstellar transport vessels like long-haul space truckers to bring the resources that we make back to the core and provide for the civilization there. Like they need advanced technology, and we need to exploit everything on this planet to build it. Eventually, like right now we're making iron crap, right? But eventually we're going to make nuclear reactors and then quantum tech, and we're going to ship all that stuff back home. And when we get a package of the most advanced tech, a huge package, it's going to take hundreds of hours to build, of the most advanced products in the game, and ship those through the space elevator, then we beat the game. Ultimately, the game is about automating your way to the top of the tech chain. So that's the game. All right, this is fantastic. We have everything we need. So that's a conveyor belt Mark 1. That's not right. I need to replace that with a Mark 2. There we go. That looks more like it. So now the Mark 1 belts are full. 60 ore per minute, split into 2, 30 ore per minute, using 30 ore per minute to make iron ingots. There we go. Okay, so we've got 4 smelters producing iron ingots. That is a great start. Let's build out to the right a little, or to the left a little bit here. Just a little bit. I think we'll just start somewhere like here. Just build out a little bit to the left to give ourselves a little bit more room to play. And we'll start using some of those goodies. So, what do we want first? Definitely, I think the first thing I'm going to build is iron plates because we're burning through a lot of them. So let's take a look at the production tab and get a constructor out and double check how our recipe works here. So iron plates, we'll use 30 iron per minute, 30 iron ingots to make 20 iron plates. So we can convert this first smelter's iron ingots into iron plates. We can do that pretty easily as well. Let's just build a constructor here. We'll turn it around. We'll line it up. Let's see. What's going on? I want it to be... Yeah, just like that. That seems good. And then we'll go one to the right, like that. How does that look? That looks good to me. All right, so we'll take... Oh, I think I did... Yeah, I did this the wrong way, unfortunately. We need to reverse it. So the orange is input and green is output. Let's lock you in. Right there. Give you one bit of space. All right. So we're going to take the output of the iron ingots here and loop it directly into the input of this machine. Now... I guess I'm fine with it. It's not perfect, but I'm fine with it. We'll configure you to make iron plates. And then we're gonna need power here. We've got a spare thing here. Let's get another power pole going over here. Connect you up like that. Seems good. And you'll output iron plates. So the question is, where do we take those iron plates? And the answer is, we want to put them in a container where we can have access to them. So, let's see. Why don't we build something somewhere around here, something like this. Let's start our output setup over here. So organization storage container. You're going to go around the outside and come over to here, I think. Well, I guess we'll just do something like this for now. We'll just set up a bunch of containers and we'll try to like make a mini mall here of some of the starter resources. And I don't know exactly what the organization's going to look like or the layout, but let's start with something like that, right? So, Mr. Iron Plates. I guess we can go a little bit closer as well. You can get a little bit closer. We'll leave some space. One of your power grids has shut down. That's not great. Okay, so the one down on the ground, I ran out of biofuel. I need to go down there soon, but let me at least connect this up. So we'll go ahead and take our output, which is going to be 30 iron plates per minute. And we'll come over here. And we'll loop it around like this. And we'll come over and stick it in here. All right, so we have at least iron plates going, right? That seems good. On the new grid and the new factory, we've got the first thing going. That's fully using 1/4 of the iron ore we're pumping up here, and it's going to produce a lot of iron plates per minute, so that's great. Very happy about that. We've got a lot coming already. 30 per minute. Let's get down to the ground and power on our starter factory, because we need everything it's producing. So we got to get down there and put some biomass into the burners. That's going to have to run for another hour or two until we get this set up, kind of going in a better way. Another thing we're going to need is a secondary layer underneath to run some belts. A ladder would be really helpful, but we're going to have to use ramps for now. Yeah, we're pretty slow right now. Not much I can do about it. Later on... Oh, there's the ring planet. Later on, we'll have the ability to... Oh, you know what else? Isn't there... Hold on. Isn't there a zoom key? Isn't there an option to zoom in? Or do you have to build... I can't remember. Do you have to build like a... telescope or something? I feel like there's a zoom key for the camera. I'm sure there is. I remember zooming in before. It's not under... It's probably under camera. Player movement. Vehicles. Photo mode. You probably zoom in with photo mode. Trains. Crafting bench. I could have sworn there was a way to zoom in. Maybe I'm thinking of the photo mode. So how do I get to photo mode? No. Is there a zoom? Photo? Photo mode is P. Okay, so if I go to P... Yeah, that's how you do it. You can zoom in with the photo mode. So... I don't know if it's visible. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you check out this lava planet, I think somebody found that there's another Pioneer over there and they built a space elevator. It might not be available until you build your own space elevator, but I'm pretty sure you can see somebody else working on that other planet, which is pretty cool. What's that flying thing? Maybe already gone. There's a flying manta ray. You can actually get on its back and fly around. It follows a set pattern. I don't know if I can see it right now. No, okay. Where is... Here we go. Here's the ramp down. So I gotta get biomass into my burners down here to power them on for a bit. Actually, I should have grabbed some of the extra fuel. That would be a good thing to do. We don't have priority lines yet. I don't have a priority splitter, but we could get some extra biofuel going into a container. So this guy, if you can get on his back, he's super bouncy. He's like a trampoline, and he's very friendly. He's a nice dude. And if you attack him, you can't kill him, but if you attack him, he gets spooked and runs away. He doesn't like it. So that's his running animation. But he's very friendly. I like him. He's cool. All right, let's get down here. I actually think I do want to set up a way to pick up some of the excess biofuel we're producing up there so I can bring it down here later. This is pretty low, actually. So we do need to do that, like, now. Okay, let's get some in here. Let's power that on. Okay. Yeah, I need to collect some extra biofuel because I'm not putting trees or leaves down here, so it's gonna run out in a minute, and we need it running for sure. Speaking of things we need running, let me grab some more resources down here. I've got some iron plates. You are singing quite loudly. How am I for rods? I got 200 rods. I'm fine there. Screws, I got 500, so we're good there. I'll gotta grab some concrete. Always need more concrete. I might need another stack of plates, but they're not available, right? We grabbed everything. Okay, let's get out of here. I might need wire and cable as well, so let me grab some of that. There's always like something to do in this game. It's one of those games where it's like, I need to do that, to do that, to do that. But first I need to do that, because if I don't do that, I can't do that. It's one of those games, you know? I'll grab 2 stacks of wire, and let's grab some cable. Hey, good night, Radix. Thank you so much for stopping by, buddy. Now, why aren't you producing cable? What's going on with you? Oh, you're the biomass. Never mind. You're the cable. Is this like an online game? Because you're talking about somebody working on another planet? No, in the lore of the game, there's another pioneer on the other planet. You can set up a multiplayer server, and actually, Michael has offered to do that for me. And I'll probably take him up on it a little bit later in the game. Right now, I prefer to keep things just to myself, but later I might create a persistent server and have some folks come on to do some things to help out a little bit. All right, so... Hey, doggo. I can chase you. I can pet you. Can I pet you? Pet the lizard doggo. Pet the lizard doggo. You have to feed him to tame him. I haven't found any of the blueberries yet. I'll have to go exploring at some point. Okay, let's build a little offshoot to contain the extra biomass we're producing, so that we can bring it, we can carry it down there for the time being. Yeah, the air changes. Oh, there's the manta ray. Hold on, let me show you what this guy looks like. Gotta zoom in quite a bit to get a good view of him. But he flies around, and you can get on his back if you find the right place to jump on. Oh, there's a summer sloop right there. That's interesting. So yeah, there's the manta ray. It's pretty cool looking, right? He flies around, and you can get on his back and stuff. You can't kill him either. Anywho. So, where do we have excess biofuel? Where can I pull it from? Oh, it's getting dark. Really, any one of these is fine to pull the excess from, because the load balancing will just kick in and it'll go wherever it needs to go once it's full. So... I think maybe right here is the place to do it. We can build a splitter here that feeds into this. There we go. And then we can take the excess off in a different direction and put it into a container. Right, that's connected. Can I get you out somehow? I can get you out to here. Okay. And then we can build a container to collect the extra. Okay, so extra biofuel, extra solid, whatever it's called. What is it called? Solid biofuel. The extra should feed into this container. But only... That means this one would theoretically be a little bit underbalanced, but we have more than we need by a long shot. So we're fine. All right. Back to what we were doing. We were producing iron plates over here. We need to produce some other stuff as well. Okay, so I want to leave this central space open, which means we need to get these iron ingots over past this and over to here where we build something else. Probably the next thing I want to do is iron rods. So what we can do is either go over or under. I think going over is fine. Let's bring you out to maybe here. And then we can curve you around and bring you over in this direction. Hold on. We don't actually need to... We can be a little bit closer than that. Let's redo this. So, we want something like... this? Which way is that going? Yeah, that's going like that. Okay. So we want something like that. That seems fine. They've changed this. It didn't used to work this way. That's actually pretty cool. So we'll bring you out to 1, 2. If you want clean current turns like this, you need to move. You need to have the what's the word? The not parallel, but is it orthogonal? Perpendicular. You need to have the perpendicular belt, like 2 clicks to the left, and then you'll get a clean curve. Anyway, that's kind of neither here nor there. We'll bring you over to this, and we'll... Now, how do I lift it up? I can't remember. I can lift it up like this. Yeah, you can only go up by 1, but that's okay. We'll get you over, and then down again. So we get a little lift going up 1 level. I can't remember. Is there a way to make it less than that? Put the conveyor pole down. No, that's the minimum height. Okay. Let's stick this on 5 for now. Okay, so over here we've got space for... We've got 30 iron ingots per minute. What do we want to do with these? I think inevitably we're going to want a splitter here, but let's check. So let's start with... production of, let's say, iron rods. What is this going to do? 15 per minute for 15, so we can get 2 of these going to make iron rods. Or we could use the other 15 for something else. Alternate cast screw takes 12.5 per minute to make 50 screws. That's fine. So we can use 15 for iron rods and 12.5 for screws, and we'll have a little bit left over. We'll have 2.5 that we're not using. Not perfectly efficient, but that's okay. All right, so let's get our splitter set up. Where is it? Right there. Okay. And then we can have 2 machines. We can have one here producing... Yeah, we'll have 1 constructor here. Orange is input, and we want you to be producing... It's hard to... Let me get on top of this. Later on, you get a hovered pack, which really helps out. So you're going to produce iron rods. Okay, looks good. And then next to you, we're going to have a guy producing... We'll leave 1 space. And you're going to switch from iron rods to cast screws. Okay. You are going to need power, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and... So where's your line? Is that right? Yeah, that looks good. Okay. So let's get some power over here. We'll connect this pole to these 2 machines. 1 and 2. And we got to take their output and route it over to some of these boys. So we'll start with the inside loop here. We'll take the screws. Go 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Then we'll come around. Let's go ahead and make it nice and close. I think that's fine. Right? So connect you up. That's not quite what I want. Neither is that. Hold on. So what we want is 1, 2, 3, 4. We want you there. And then we want 1, 1, 2, like that. That's the problem. Maybe this will work. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a nice clean curve. That'll start coming around here. And we'll feed into container number 2. Oh, that's kind of not great. I guess we'll come a little further first. So what do we want? We want to come over like this. Here we go. You'll come over and you'll eventually feed into this guy over here. That's nice. I like that. Okay, so connect these guys up and we got our screws done. Looking good, looking good. Okay, so screws are going in there and then we need to route iron rods around. Meanwhile, let's grab some plates because we need them. When you build a conveyor belt, I think about a roller coaster tycoon. Oh, really? I know what Roller Coaster Tycoon is, but I've never actually played any of them. All right, we need one more output for our iron rods here. So we're gonna need one more belt system. I could go up and over here. Should I do that? I think I should. I need to leave myself room to walk. So let's come out. Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. We'll go up and over. I guess it won't like that. Let's go up and over here. And then we can come down and around. Come on. And that's not great either. Let me use a lift here to fix this. We'll use a vertical real quick. So what we can do instead of that is we can take a Mark 1 conveyor lift and connect it there, and then just go left like this. And then come up out of the ground. Well, that's not super great either. I would have to lift it higher, one higher, I guess. What if I did the turn like this? So we go... Yeah, we do the turn here. There we go. And then we come down. Yeah, that's much better. So we come over to here. Right? like this. Yeah, we're too close. Dang it. I need to be there. Okay. Connect that to this. Now we can do our turn. There we go. Come on over here. Go back by maybe... Is it 2 or 3 that I want here? Looks like 2 is fine. We'll go a little bit further here. 1, 2. Connect that up. Okay, there we go. Now we're starting to cook. Now we're looking pretty good. I need to... So now we've got iron plates, screws, cast iron screws. No intermediate step with these screws because we've got the alternate recipe. And we've got iron rods all going into a nice arrangement of containers for us. That's fantastic. I'm very happy with that. We'll grab these. I need to grab some of this excess biofuel and get back down to my starter factory and make sure it's powered on. Man, there's so many things to do. There's just so much to do in this game. I love it. We're really starting to organize over there. I'm very happy about that. Our power is over here. It's all organized as well. It's separate from all of the production, so that's fine. We should have a bunch of extra solid biofuel here. Yes, very nice. Okay, let's get down and power on our starter factory. And then we can figure out what we're going to do next. So we've got the 3 iron set up. The 3 basic iron. We need to get reinforced iron plates up as well, which is going to take a lot of other stuff. That requires some intermediate chains. But we can make that work. Let's go down lower, out of the clear air up top and into the foresty air. You can see the screen tint turning a little bit green. So once we've got iron done, then we gotta get copper up there and limestone. And once we have reinforced iron plates underway, we can finally start working on our upgrades. I just can't stand doing anything by hand in this game if I can automate it instead. So we're gonna move our entire operation up there, and then we're gonna automate everything. So what did I come here for? For power, right? Okay. Let me swap you guys. There we go. And I'll swap you guys. Looks good. And then over here, we can put in the remaining biomass and the remaining excess biofuel. So that should feed in here. There we go. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay down here. Okay, how am I for goodies? I have plenty of cable and wire. I'll grab some extra concrete, some iron plates, and we'll head back up. I am checking the chat from time to time. If you guys have questions or comments, let me know. It can take me a minute to like look over because I get really absorbed in the game. I get absorbed in what I'm doing, and I kind of like forget. But I do check over from time to time and look for what you guys are having to say. So either way, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying the content and the stream. I hope my soothing voice is enhancing the experience for you. But I can't do that voice all the time. It takes too much concentration. So you just get my normal speaking voice, you know? What we're doing here is climbing the ramp to ascend to the factory platform, which I've built in the sky. I can do it a little bit. All right, so next up, we want to get into reinforced iron plates. We've got the basics, right? So, like, if I build, let's say I go to the special here and I build a crafting bench, right? We can see all the things we can make by hand. So iron plates, iron rods, and screws are done. These are all the standard parts we have access to. So next I want to do reinforced iron plate. Then we got to go double back and get some copper up here so I can get to work on wire and cable. And then we have concrete that we want to do as well. Once we get all those automated, we can move on to other stuff. So let's see. Let's get a constructor going. What do I need for reinforced iron plates? Sounds like an epic trailer voice. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that too, right? So let me hang on. Let's see real quick. Let me look up. Let me do a Google search here for like trailer voice lines. Movie trailer script examples. Let me see if I can find one. Narrator with a deep, authoritative voice. Welcome to Florida, home to the best beaches, surfers, and the raging bull sharks. This October, the sharks are on the hunt. They're evolving, adapting, and we must find a way to stop them before it's too late. You know what? I can do that. I can do that better. Welcome to Florida, home to the best beaches, surfers, and the raging bull sharks. This October, the sharks are on the hunt. They're evolving, adapting, and we must find a way to stop them before it's too late. There you go. How about that? How about that? I could do that for a living, right? Maybe? Probably not. The guys, there's like 3 guys in the world, or in the States, who have like a corner on that market, and nobody's replacing them. They're like, we know this guy, he does good work, we have a contract with him, you can just not break into this industry at all. Thank you very much, goodbye. Okay, so I forgot what I was doing. Yes, I want to look at the recipe. What can I do for reinforced iron plates here? Oh, I can't even build them yet. Oh, I need something else. I need to unlock something, don't I? I can't make these yet. Yikes. Okay. Okay. We got to get down, and it looks like we're going to have to do... We're going to have to do a tier of research before we can get into reinforced iron plates, because I think we need the not the constructor, the assembler. I think we need the assembler now. Let me take everything here. By the way, I can't remember. Is there a hotkey combo to take everything out of something? I feel like there is, but I don't remember what it is. Okay, well we gotta go back down and do a research tier. In theaters, October 15th, Alexander Cortina del Mier is Space Cowboy. What would you want to be? Who'd you want to be? Like a Marvel hero? What's like an obscure Marvel hero? I'm sure there's Electric Man or something like that, you know? You've got a great name though, Alex. You've got a great name for movie trailers and stuff. Like a 3-part name with matching syllable counts. Left control to one-click movement. Yeah, I know you can do that inside the interface. I was wondering if there's a way to just click on the container with a button combination and take everything out of it without opening it first. But I don't think there is. I think that was only in Dyson Sphere program. All right, what do we need to get the assembler online here? Let's find out. Is it part assembly? Yeah, we need this. All right, let's get this done. So we need 200 cable. We need 200 rods. Wait, is that not cable? Yeah, that's cable. What is this? Screws? 500 screws and 300 iron plates. Okay. All right. That gets us our assembler.
Milestone reached. The assembler can produce more complex parts, including the first project part, smart plating, which is crucial for initiating project assembly. Project parts must be delivered to the space elevator. By completing your contracted duties as part of project assembly, you will definitely be helping achieve Fix-It Company goals without any other ulterior motive. Note: humans cannot craft project parts. Do not worry about your inadequate crafting skill when compared to an assembler. Fix-It cherishes your innate human abilities, such as walking, striking objects, and commodifying natural resources.
By the way, that line about ulterior motives, it's very suspicious that you called that out, Ada. I'm very worried about that. All right. So, we've built a bunch to the right. I want to build a little bit to the left here. So, let's build ourselves an assembler. Oh, you know what? I might have screwed myself. I might have to... Yeah, I'm missing parts. I need rotors. Oh, I can't even make rotors yet. I gotta go back down. I'm a fool. I should have checked when I was down there. I gotta make rotors. There's my little itty bitty baby starter factory, my spaghetti factory, you know. I mean, it's served its purpose, but its time is very much limited for sure. You know what I'm realizing? Actually, I could connect that up here and power it from up here if I wanted to, rather than having to go back down to power it. Also, who is triggering all the poison plants over there? Who is doing what? Something was over there. It must be like one of the wild animals running around. All right, so I got to unlock rotors too. I forgot that I wouldn't be able to build this right away. So we got to unlock rotors to unlock the assembler so I can make the blah, 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 blah. There's always 15 prerequisites for everything in this game. I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't need my, You know what I missed though? Like, so my second playthrough, I played with a bunch of mods and they were fun. And like some of them were really great. But the one I miss the most is the always daytime. I hate this game. I hate playing this game at night in game because it gets dark and you can't see anything. It's very frustrating. I don't like it at all. The one mod I would play with, no matter what, would be always daytime. It just locks the sun at noon and you don't have to deal with it being night ever. All right, so I need rotors. Oh, I can craft these now. Oh, I could have probably crafted them up there. Damn it. All right, so to make rotors... I can craft rotors. They're made from iron rods and screws. All right, let's get some of these built, shall we? I could have built this up there. I didn't have to come down for this. I'm getting all flustered trying to go fast. It looks like I need a little bit of cable, and other than that, I'm fine down here. All right, there's a handful of rotors. Let me drop off the power slugs. Actually, I think I can do some research on them, right? Power slugs. What is this? What does it want? Oh, it wants... Oh, I can scan for it. That's what that is. This one's a yellow one. This one's one of those things. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything at the MAM right now. So I just need a little bit of cable. And then we're good to go. I guess I can drop these power slugs off for now. That's fine. Okay. All right, we should be fine now. I'll double check. Let me just make sure. I can actually build an assembler now, right? Yes, I have everything I need to build an assembler. Perfect. Let's get up to the factory and get reinforced plates going, shall we? Hi. Hey, I can't kill you, right? Oh, I can. Do you drop anything? Oh, I feel bad now. You're just a friendly little bird. You don't have any materials in you. Well, you Homer Simpson into that bush and I'll forget you ever existed. I should make that into a short. Would you guys think that was funny if you saw that on your shorts feed? Just that clip of me killing that bird and then noticing him Homer Simpson his way into the bush? I thought I was pretty funny there. I'm expecting, like, you know, if I had 600 people in the chat, they'd be spamming, like, what's the Twitch thing? Like, poggers? And, like, smiley faces and stuff and lols. But I've only got 8 folks, and you guys aren't super vocal. That's totally fine. I'm still glad to have you. 8 is a lot for me. Very glad to have you guys. All right, so I feel like I want to keep this kind of layout. I want all this open space in the middle. So it looks like from the right side, I took one block. So like from this right side, we'll take 1 block and we'll place a guy here. And I think that's lined up. Yeah. So then this central corridor will be kept clear and we'll build like to behind it and stuff. I don't know what all is going to go in these things, but for now, we want to route this iron over in this direction. So these guys are producing 30 ingots per minute. Freighter reentry. Okay, nice. BatTech419 says, I will unlurk. It was pretty funny. Thank you. All right. I got a fan. My stand-up comedy career begins here. Make a memorial for the bird. Later, you do unlock signs, so I could put a sign there. You know, Bob the Bird, 2024 through 2024. R.I.P. Never forget. And we could do that later, once we unlock it. Let's build some more space over here. That's probably fine for now. All right, so let's see. I definitely want the reinforced iron plates going in here, because this is the last one. This has nothing in it, right? Yeah, I want the reinforced iron plates going in over here. So we will build the assembler over here, and then we'll route the rest of this stuff from over there on the other side. Or maybe we'll just bring it over into here. Let's just build it and see. All right, so we need an assembler. We need its output pointing towards this guy. So we can bring it right up here, because we're not going anywhere else with this. It's just going straight into here. Actually, I might want to filter it off later through a splitter. So let's leave a little space there, and let's build this in from the start. Let's get the splitter in here. So if we want to take some iron plates later, we can. You're going to produce reinforced iron plates. That's fine. And then your input is going to require iron plates and screws. All right. So we need 30 iron plates per minute and 60 screws per minute. I don't think we can quite get there. I think we can do the screws. I'm not sure about the plates. Maybe we can do it with the remaining iron we have. Hold on. 30 iron ingots gets you 20 iron plates. So yeah, that doesn't quite work. We can get 20 iron plates per minute. And then from 30 iron. And then we can get 50 screws per minute from half the remaining iron. What do we need over here? 50 screws per minute? 60 per minute. Yeah. Okay. It's not exactly what I'm hoping for. Like, it's not a perfect match. So we can do 2/3 of the iron plates and 5/6 of the screws, which means we get slightly less than 5 per minute. The limiter would be iron plates. I guess I could split the remaining 12.5. Let's see if I can't make something up here. Let's see if I can't make something work. So we want 2 iron plate producers. And we want what? If we get 20 for 30, then we get take 1/3 of 30 is what? 10? Is that right? No. we want a 50% increase. So we need 45 ingots per minute. Yeah. I think we can make this work. We want 45 ingots per minute going into 2 iron plate producers. And then we want all remaining 15 ingots per minute going into 2 screw producers. That should get us pretty close to parity on what we want. So if you're producing 30, I need to split 15 of you off. Yeah. I need to split 15 of you off. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to put a merger here. We're going to take the 30 per minute from you. I need to move you out a little bit. And then we need a splitter here. Right, okay, so we split the 30 ingots per minute from you. 15 goes into this merger along with the 30 from there. So this guy's getting 45 per minute. This guy's getting 15 per minute, right? So you're getting 45 per minute. We're going to now take your output and split you and feed you into 2 iron plate producers, right? Right. Okay. So let's come over here and set up 2 iron plate producers. So constructor 1 and constructor 2. Let's move you back a little bit. Constructor 1, constructor 2. Both of you guys are going to make iron plates. And you're going to be underclocked a little bit. Yeah. So you're going to get half of 45. Each of you is going to get 22.5 per minute. But you're going to end up together producing 30 plates per minute. That's going to work. That's going to work. Okay. So let's get our splitter here. $45 becomes 22.5. I guess it's not quite where I want it. Okay. So why don't you now come around here? So we want you somewhere on this line. And put you back by 2. Nope. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Oh, now we can just connect you up, right? Does that look right? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, so 45 per minute comes in here, splits into these 2, becomes plates. And then we're going to need the other 15 per minute split up between 2 screw producers. So let's start bringing the 15 per minute over here. Where's this? There we go. How are we going to do this? Let's bring you to like here-ish. Maybe one more. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Where do I want to put the plate producers? Now the output plates should be merged, and then they should go down and underneath. So we are going to need some space for that. Oh, let me check in. We're all here to remember our bird Bob. He was just walking one day until the alien from another planet calling himself Jossaway to murder him to bust a myth. May we have a minute of silence for Bob? R to enter straight mode to make 90s now? Oh, what is that? Hold up. What is that? Let me check that out. Is this new? What is R mode? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, that changes so much. Oh my god, thank you so much for telling me that. Bat Tech, that is a fantastic tip. That's gonna save so much time. Good god. All right, well, that's a game changer. I don't actually know if I know how to make holes in... Yeah, I don't have the tech unlocked to make holes in Foundation yet. So to get underneath, I'm gonna have to have a big ass hole here. I can't remember how you make how you get the port. Do you unlock it in the MAM? Or no, you probably unlock it in the Awesome Shop, right? To get the portal that goes down. All right, well, let's do something like this. Let's put our merger here. Where's my output gonna be? My output will be here. We'll connect this up. So we'll merge the iron plate output. God, that's a game changer. And then we'll delete this for now, and we'll route things underneath here, and we'll just try not to fall through here. Okay. So I am going to need a way to go down and build. Let's go ahead and ramp ourselves down for a minute. So I don't have ceiling mounts yet either. Like, eventually you get ceiling mounts in the game. But I don't have that right now. So if we're going to do something, it'll have to be right here. Like so. Gosh, that's cool. Okay, so the plates can travel underneath and get their way over to... get their way over to the other thing. I can speak, the assembler. And we're just gonna have to live with this hole for now because I don't have the port thing. Yeah, I need to do the awesome shop, right? I don't have the awesome sink yet. I haven't even finished that. I haven't even finished building that yet. Researching it yet. The awesome sink thing. All right, so you're gonna want inputs from this square. For now, let's ramp down and find a way to kind of build your underground network of materials. So where's the other thing that I just made? It's over there a bit. All right, so let's go this way to start. Never quite sure when it switched, what the point is where it switches from hologram to not hologram and you can actually walk on it and not fall to your death. So I gotta be a little careful here. All right, so we can route the first items over this way. All right, okay, so that provides us with the first thing we need. Which is the iron plates, and then we'll route the screws around underneath as well. Eventually we'll have multiple levels of routing, but for now I'm just trying to keep it fairly simple. So let's see, I'm gonna need, what am I gonna need? I'm gonna need these dealies here. Right? Yep, I need that. And I need that. And then we can get Mark 1s. Now, I'm trying to remember. How do I... It looks like it's already got the input arrow correctly, so we'll just leave that. No, that's wrong. How do I hit R, right? Yeah, there we go. There's input 1. There's input 2. Okay, alright. Let's not do the actual belts until we've built the screw factory with the remaining 15 ingots. Make an epic trailer for the life of the bird Bob. He was an alien bird. She was an alien builder. At first, they seemed like enemies, but then love intervened. This fall, a new comedy from Nora Ephron of the romantic variety. Bob the Bird and the Alien Builder. There you go. All right, so we were working on the screws, right? Yeah, we want to bring the ingots for the screws over. Let's do that. We're a little close to this, but okay. Yeah, this is kind of the end of the iron, so we're sort of okay here. I don't know how and when we're going to fill these containers up, but for now, let's just build what we got. Let's come over here like this. That's fine. And then we'll come over here like this. And come around here like this. So the ingots, they are a coming. Let's see. I think we'll do our two. Well, no, we're gonna need ways to get over there, but we need to use the space we have. So, all right, let's do two constructors for screws. I think we'll do something like this. You guys are gonna make alternate cast screws. Right. That's pasted, and then we'll combine here with the merger for your outputs. Which way do we want to go here? Which square do I want to cut? I mean, I think something like this is fine if I can get it to work. That's not going to work. Merger can be here then. And then we can cut this square away. Right? And go down. Yeah, that looks fine. Okay. So once you guys, now we need to split your iron ingots and get that set up. So let's get a splitter here. We'll put it in from the left, and then we'll split it evenly between you. Looks good. Okay. Then we'll feed in the ingots. Okay, all right. This is starting to look pretty decent. So now we just need to connect up the outputs, and we can see down here what that's going to look like. So looks like we want you to come along the outside, and we need to turn you so that you're facing that way. So you're going to go like this. Yes, like that. Exactly. Perfect. Okay. So you can be the first one we connect up. We'll bring you to here. Yep. Okay, this is looking good. I think we want it like that. Yeah, we want to connect it up. Where are you? You're right along here. Okay, so right along this middle line. We want you to go to here. And then we want you to connect up there. Can you reach that far? You can. Perfect. Okay. Oh, very soon we're going to have those reinforced iron plates, you guys. I'm very excited about it. You have a thing here. Is that right? I think so. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. Let's connect this up. So I know it's right there. I think we just go like this. And then connect it up. All right. All we need now is power. We should be able to start producing. I think we're using all of the... I think we're using all or almost all. Oh, I've forgotten to give myself a way to get back up. Here we go. There's a ramp over here. I think we're using almost all of the remaining iron, and I think we're going to get close to 100% efficiency on the reinforced iron plate assembler. Let's get it all powered up and turn it all on, shall we? All right, so first things first, let's get a power line over here. And connect that to the assembler. Then, let's see if I have an open slot somewhere on one of these poles. I do have it on that one. I should have an open spot. Yeah, we have an open spot over here. So we'll take you over to like this. Connect you to that machine and that machine. And then we'll also take you over here. Connect you. Let's just grab you like here and bring you. Ooh, don't fall. Okay. All right. Bring you over here to this area like so. That looks good. And then we'll connect you to screw 1 and screw 2. Okay. All right. I think that's all the power. So now we just need to watch the, we just need to watch to see if results are coming out. Yeah, here's the iron plates. Okay, iron plates coming out. What about screws? Any screws being made? Did I miss something? I don't see any screws. Where are my screws at? I might not have connected the screws properly. Come on now. I'm very close to having this done. I will not make any more reinforced iron plates by hand. I just won't. I won't do it. Not when I can automate it. All right, what's going on with the screws? Why aren't the screws coming out? All right, so we're making screws. Is it not connected properly? Oh no, they're coming out now. It just took it a minute. Okay. So the screws and the plates should be making their way over to the assembler by now. It's got power but no resources, I think. I think that's the yellow, right? So we have to wait for them to make the journey. Ah, and I actually also have to connect them up. Okay. All right, let's see it happen. Show me the money, boys. Iron plates. Cast iron screws. It's looking good. I think we might be getting some production here. It's times like this I wish the game had a speed up time button. Like a 2x speed button. What can I do? It's a Mark 1 conveyor belt. It's never going to be that fast. All right, up you go. Into the machine. Let's see it happen. There we go. Look at that. I don't know what that placeholder thing in the middle is supposed to be, but it's turning into a reinforced iron plate. Love it. Well, very exciting. We've got reinforced iron plate production. Yep. Here we go. Automated. Very nice. So I want to check the efficiency here. 5 per minute. We're at 100% efficiency right now. So we were using 12.5 screws to get 50 per minute. And there was an additional 2.5 iron ingots. So that's like a fifth. So we should get another 10 screws per minute. So we should be getting exactly 60 screws per minute and 30 iron plates per minute with the way we set up. So we should get a full 100% efficiency on this. 5 reinforced iron plates per minute. I'm going to need tons more than that, but for now, it's producing them for me, right? So there we go. Automation and dirty, dirty, dirty smoke going into the atmosphere. What now? Are you going to make something out of the resources? Well, we can make a couple things out of the resources. For one, we can make Mark II conveyor belts. We can make more assemblers and more constructors. But realistically, what I need to be working on is the tier 2 stuff and then the space elevator. But I'm very, very happy that we have that automated. Because most times I've done a playthrough of this game, I've waited way too long to automate things, and it just, like, I make so many things by hand. It's brutal. If we take a look at the crafting bench here, we did unlock some new stuff. So the next thing to automate would be wires and cables, and then modular frames and copper sheets. Modular frames are made from reinforced iron plates, so we'd have to do more. We'd have to get, like, a lot more iron and make a lot more reinforced iron plates. Copper sheets are a little bit easier to make. They come straight from copper ingots. So we could do copper stuff next. We could do copper, sheet, wire, and cable. And we could do concrete. We could leave modular frames for another day. But the other thing we should do is head down and check out our milestones. We should see what else we can do now that we have those automated. Now, it's going to take... We're getting 5 per minute, right? So if I need 50, that's 10 minutes. So it's not exactly like I have massive amounts of them. But I don't have to sit there and handcraft. Because while I'm doing other things, like gathering wood and leaves for my power plant or whatever, while I'm doing that... Oh yeah, look at all this. Look at all this. This is crazy. Let's grab some of this. And we'll take it down. We'll take it down to the temporary stuff down there. I mean, the other thing I could do now is, well, I could leave both running for a while, because it's nice to be able to go down here and grab some iron plates, for example, if this one hasn't produced or we've used them all up or something. But we got a lot more tiers to do. The other thing we could do is like research. We could research the awesome sink. We could go exploring and looking for stuff. What do we got? We got copper over there. And copper down there. This copper, really, we ought to raise it up to the sky and get it involved in what's going on over there. But I'm not going to do that right now. That's kind of next on the list for the upper factory, is getting copper up there and getting started using that. We should also probably lift up a second pure node and dedicate that to modular frames. But that's a big project as well. And then we've got some limestone over there that I want to get up and get into production as concrete. Honestly, I might do the concrete next. Just because it's pretty straightforward, and because now that I have Mark II belts, I can actually use it more efficiently. And it's a pretty straightforward product. It's like 2 constructors making concrete from limestone. That's really all I need to do up there. Remember the Bob Memorial? Okay. It's going to be a while before we get to the signs, but let me take a look at tier 2 here. So the awesome sink and the awesome shop, you essentially, this is a black hole. You dump resources in and it gives you tickets, and then you can spend tickets at the shop to get stuff. But we should get this one done for sure. Let's provide some of that. I'm going to need more concrete and rods and plates to finish this. So concrete, rods, plates. And we can finish this up. And then I'll show you how it works. Let's see, I don't need that. There we go. Okay.
Milestone reached. You have been given access to the anti-waste effort for stress testing of materials on Exoplanet's bonus program, also known as Awesome. Your awesome input allows Fixit to comprehend our amazing universe more clearly. In appreciation of this, we have generously set up an internal, closed economy with exclusive rewards and currency. Directing parts of varying quantity and complexity into the Awesome Resource Sink will grant Fixit coupons. These coupons can be redeemed in the Awesome Shop for highly desirable items such as new foundations, walls, factory attachments, cosmetics, parts, and more. Next time you have additional resources, just remember to go that extra kilometer. Go awesome.
So I'm going to build this real quick. I know I said I would never manually craft these again, but it's just getting started up there, and I don't want to travel all the way up there. What do we need? 15, it said? Okay. So you build this awesome sink, and you feed anything you want into it, and it just disappears forever. It deletes it from the game, basically. And in exchange for doing this, you get rewarded with tickets. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little container here, storage container. Just like this. And then oh, I need more reinforced iron plates, god damn it. Of course I do. All right. Make a few more. It's not going to be enough. What am I out of? Screws and iron plates? All right, hold on. Well, I'll show you what this is. I gotta build it first. Okay. I'm gonna need at least a few more reinforced iron plates here. Because you want to go fast. You want to dump stuff in as fast as possible. So I want to use my Mark II belt. If I can. 10 should be enough. There we go. Okay. So we'll get a Mark II belt going here. There we go. We do need to power this on. And then what you do is you take any extra resources you have and you feed them into the awesome sink. So like if I come over here, I've got probably way too many screws that I don't need. So let me take like almost all of them. We'll just leave a couple hundred for future Joss away. And then same with iron rods. We'll take like almost all of them and we'll just leave me a couple hundred for later. Iron plates I don't want to burn. Concrete I don't want to burn. We might have some extra wire, some copper products because I'm not using a ton of it. So let me go get some copper as well. And some cable. Yeah, we got plenty of this. So we'll leave... well, I've filled up here. Okay, so what you do is you just dump it in. So I'll do it with some of this stuff. So you'll see it just goes in here. And my power grid has blown. Why did that happen? I have the biofuel. Am I demanding too much energy? Or what? Okay, it must not be a good thing to connect it to this power grid, so... let's not do that. I must have used more power than I had. Yeah, alright, so we'll connect it up to the one on the roof. Let's see if I can make that happen. All right. So now that's drawing from the Sky Factory power source. So it eats all this stuff and disappears it forever. And then you feed in whatever you don't want. Like from your automated infinite factories, you just feed in everything that you have that you don't want. And get some wire over here as well. And the more complex you put in, the higher the point value that you get for tickets. And tickets cost more points as you go. There we go. That seems fine. So it's feeding out, and then if I interact with this, right? Standard points until next coupon. So I have zero printable coupons right now, but as I feed things in, you can see I'm getting 82 points per minute. I probably needed 1,000 coupon. I needed 1,000 points for the first coupon. And then, once you have coupons, you build the awesome shop, and you can buy stuff with your coupons. So like if I take a look at this, there's a little cart. So you were asking about I think somebody was asking about, I think Radix was asking about vehicles. This is the first vehicle you can get. A little factory cart that you can ride around. It costs 10 coupons though. You can get, yeah, the conveyor lift floor hole. This I definitely want. So that's 1 coupon. I might get, and then the ceiling mount and the wall mount. I definitely want these. Some of the power outlets as well. Some of these things are unavailable until later. But like, probably my first coupon would be for the lift floor hole. Organization. You can get signs. So remember I was saying we'd use a sign to build a memorial for Bob the Bird. This would be where you would buy a sign. These are unavailable until later tiers. But I have storage boxes. Well, skins for storage boxes. I've got paint finishes here and foundation materials. Excuse me. We got stairs. Different types of stairs. Half sets, corners, inverted corners, and pipes and stuff. We've got different types of walls and windows you can buy. Factory ladder is probably the single most important thing you can buy, because you can use this to get up anywhere. The walkways and catwalks are very nice too. In terms of equipment, there's the coffee cup. That's not something you do. And then you can actually just straight up buy parts. So like rather than making these by hand, if I needed them to like unlock something, I could just come here and buy them. But that's kind of a waste of tickets until later in the game. But so that's what the awesome sink and the awesome shop are for. This will slowly generate me tickets until I put in something more valuable. I won't get a lot of tickets, but I'll get a few. And yeah, so we got that running. Let's take a look at our tiers here. So next up is the jump pads. We'd need rotors. We don't have rotors automated. This would be produced in an assembler, so we'd have to feed in rods and screws to automate rotor production. That's another thing we could do up at the factory. Plus steel plates and cable. So this would be our next milestone, but we also want to build the elevator, the space elevator. So that would require concrete, iron plates, iron rods, and wire. So we're basically ready to do this. We're basically ready to do this. And maybe that's the way to kind of round out the episode here. It looks like I need a little bit more wire, rod, and concrete. Grab another thing of wire here. So 1,500 for the space elevator and 500 for me. You love the new Ada? You know, love the new Ada? I mean, she's the same Ada she always was, but she's got some new lines. She's a little bit cheekier than she used to be, in my opinion. Get a little bit more concrete going, and then we'll head up. Yeah, concrete's a limiter for me right now. And let's go ahead and build the space elevator, shall we? Let's wrap things up with that. Does the coffee cup do something? It lets you hold it and sip from it. That's about it. Coffee's the first thing you buy? No. Well, I guess if you're a diehard fan and a memer, like if you want to meme more than you want to be efficient, then yes, you could buy the coffee cup first. But I'm more interested in things that help me build than I am in memeing the coffee cup. So, all right. If that area over there is kind of our home base, where we're gonna have our initial set of like containers, our initial mini mall, then we probably want the space elevator out in that location, maybe over the water a little bit. We definitely need a lot of space for it. But I think I want it centered around here. So like 1, 2, yeah. So like I want the space elevator somewhere over here, I think. Let's see it over this way. All right, so if we do that, do we have the ability, do I have enough stuff left? I don't have enough concrete left. I just used all my concrete building this platform for it. And it's gonna be a while before I get 400. So let me see if I can see the space elevator over there on that planet. You got to really zoom in quite a bit. I believe this is where it can be found. I'm not quite seeing it yet. Yeah. Right there. See that little like man-made structure on the surface in kind of the middle of the screen? That's another Pioneer over on that planet. That's their space elevator. And I think there's a second one there. Yeah, there's two of them. There's two Pioneers who survived, and they're ahead of me because they've got their space elevators built. Good for them. Good for them. All right, well, guys, I need 500 concrete to build this thing, and I don't have it, and it's going to be a minute before it gets done. We can go check in on our reinforced steel production. Yeah, 89 plates that I didn't have to make by hand. I like that. And what's our uptime here? Is it at 100%? 98%. I'll take it. I'll take 98% for sure. All right, that's a 2-hour stream to get reinforced plates up and automated and kind of like make a lot of progress on stuff. We got the awesome sink built. You know, we've got plans for copper and rotors and concrete. I think probably next time I'll start with concrete. I'll bring up the concrete and then, or the limestone rather. We'll get some more concrete production going up here, feeding into one of these containers, and then we'll build the space elevator. That'll be kind of the next stream. But I am going to take a break here. So thank you guys so much for being here. Alexander Cortina Del Mier, BatTech419, obviously Linsenmeyer, you skeevy bastard. Thank you for stopping by. We had Radix. We had, who else was all in here today? I think that's it in terms of people who chatted. But thank you so much for watching. If you're watching the VOD in the future, thank you as well. I will honestly probably be back later today with more Satisfactory, but after 2 hours sitting in my chair, I need to take a break. So thank you guys so much. We'll see you later. Take care.